Hello Monster Jam fans, and welcome to another Before the Shelf review. Today is the Mix 5 assortment of Spin Master Monster Jam Singles 1/64 scale. Well, welcome back everyone. It is yet another Before the Shelf review video. These happen usually every month or 2 months or so. So this is time yet again for the next assortment. So these trucks are planned to be out in July. So you guys will be able to find these hopefully starting in July 1st specifically to be exact. So these are a little farther ahead, but we're actually only really a month away. If you think about it, this month's almost over. May is almost over. So we're getting pretty close to July. So these will be July's mix. This is mix 5 again, like I said in the intro. So we're gonna look at these up close. And of course I have done the mix 4 review a little while ago, I think about a month ago now. So you guys can check out the mix 4 review. I'll put it at the end of this video. And also mix 4 doubles, which are actually planned for all the way in August. Those have also been reviewed. I'll put that at the end of the video as well. So we have a lot to look at today, a lot of talking I'm probably going to do, so we're going to get right into it. We're going to actually not start here with these 3 trucks. We're actually going to start with the poster. So the poster, everyone knows this by now, the posters that come with the trucks have the next assortment of trucks in them, or on them, and also a special truck on the back each time. So Dragonoid is the truck for Mix 5, of course, Dragonoid right there in diecast form, and also some others. So there's Dragonoid on the back, and here's the Mix 6 assortment. We just got the poster, the full poster reveal, so these aren't really the most exciting thing in the world anymore because we used to not know what they're going to look like, but now we do. Danger Divas, Gravedigger, Time Flies, Bad News Travels Fast, whoops, there we go. You can see Zombie Nitro Neons, Pirates Curse Nitro Neons, Arena Favorites Iron Outlaw, Danger Divas Wildflower with the grill printing now, Ice Cream Man, and of course the Chase Piece Training Trucks Earthshaker. So we're going to take a look actually at the first truck on the poster. We're going to kind of go in the poster order. You can see here Gravedigger the Legend. I'll remove these for the future part of the video. So Gravedigger the Legend is actually first up on the list. So basically this is the truck. Here's the back of the box. You can see all the trucks in the back. Some of them do have some colors that are wrong, like this is not gray anymore and this is not blue, but they're pretty, for the most part, they're pretty close to how they will look on this video. You can see it's part of the Retro Rebels series, and here it is. There's the packaging. And we're gonna get right into this. Might as well not delay it. Let's just go right into the Gravedigger the Legend. All right, so here it is, Gravedigger the Legend. You can see it's right here. Here's the figure, of course, Adam Anderson with the dark blue fire suit. That's exactly how it used to look, I believe. So that's a great match right there. So there's the figure, and oops, I just ripped that. But here's the poster, of course, poster included in the little thing. We just looked at that. We won't look at it again. And of course, our complaint card right there with the poster. So that's that. Here's the truck itself, though. I am really liking this one. So this is the new chassis mold too. You can see the roll cage is different. You can see that Monster Jam logo right there. That's a new addition from previous releases, such as Dragon, which had nothing there. So they are using that now for Mix 5 and pretty much probably to the end of the contract. So that's a new thing that they added there. You can see also the Monster Jam logos have been really clear in this mix, and I think in the last mix too. I could be wrong though. So they're actually using tampos for this instead of a different process that they use for different decals. So since this is only 3 colors, they're actually going to use a clear decal. So the Monster Jam logo has become super, super clear. And you'll notice that on all the trucks in this mix in future releases as well. Also, you can see Gravedigger the Legend up here, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. The blue, it is not paint, so it's an ink, so it's not super clear. But I believe the 5-pack Gravedigger with the blue, the panel original one, the grain truck will have blue paint rather than blue ink. So that's going to be a difference between Gravedigger Legend and that one in the future. And this is, I believe, a solid metal grill. Yeah, I'm looking at the back. It's a solid metal grill compared to Mattel, who did a plastic insert. This is the first time we're actually seeing a Gravedigger Legend with a full metal casted grill. So yeah, that's right there. That's pretty cool. I love how it looks in metal form. And of course it has this nice metallic silver paint, and that's all across the truck. And you can see here's the back. Kind of wish they would have gone with Not only a longer back, although it would have kind of not fit here, as far down as they could have gone. I think that's pretty far down as far as this casting can go. But I think they should have definitely added monsterjam.com across the back. It is missing the back-to-back champion logo. I think they're not doing those anymore. That's probably why they removed it. Although you look back at Another Nightmare and it did have it. So I'm not sure why they didn't add that there, maybe just because of space. But I think that monsterjam.com definitely should have been added on there. So there it is. It's got chrome rims. I think it would have looked better with gray and a yellow beadlock. Chrome definitely does not suit this truck, in my personal opinion. I do like, however, that they've kind of trended away, and I've noticed this. They've trended away from the chrome chassis and started to use gray more. So you can see here, there's a gray chassis on this truck. So there it is, the Gravedigger the Legend, revisited by Spin Master. And the second one happens to be one of the most famous ones of this mix, the Dragonoid, Bakugan Dragonoid, of course, the official sponsor truck of Spin Master. There it is right there. And here's the back, same thing, nothing really different about it, just has the Arena Favorites logo instead. And we're gonna open it right up right now. So here it is, Dragonoid. Of course, it comes with a green figure. That's because the eye on Dragonoid's green is meant to accent that. So you can see there, that's the connection. People ask me why. That's the reason why. So there's the connection to that green figure. Of course, Camden Murphy figure right here. One of my favorite drivers, really nice guy. Talked to him a lot. So there's the figure for Camden. And here's the poster again, same stuff, all the same stuff inside this thing. So that's that, and here's the truck. So this truck is a little less accurate than the real one because there's more freedom on the toy than there is in the real truck. So when the original design for the real truck was kind of being drafted, the original designers, and Jordan, who's one of my close designer friends, was designing it, and he wanted the wings to be like this big, kind of massive size wing. So you can see here how long this wing is. On the real truck, they're about cut to here. So the toy form, they wanted to stick close to how it used to look and wanted to be. So you can see here, it is much longer in the toy form because they have that creative freedom to do so. I think it looks better this way. I think the real truck should have definitely, I know it's hard to do because Camden breaks the truck every couple days, but the wings definitely would have been pretty cool to have fully out there. So I think it looks great. I'm not going to complain about the wing size, although I have seen people asking if they're going to redo the wings. There's no plans to do that. So there's the wings. That's the reason why they're so big. There's the explanation. You can see it does feature, you can see there I was moving it. The wings do move up and down. And also the arms on the side do as well. Actually, I think it can go all the way around, but it's meant to go like right down and up. But you can see here the arms do move, and yes, the horn does move on the hood as well. So there's moving parts on pretty much every big piece of the truck. So you can see the wings independently move, the arms independently move as well, and that's that. So super cool. And here's the detail of the truck itself. Let's zoom in. So here's the side, the wing, of course, painted in with orange. You got the Bakugan logo, Monster Jam logo, the detailing of the hand and the arm, Dragonoid right there, the teeth, the eye, and you can see the roof here, Bakugan 3D logo with the tail kind of wrapped around here, and there's the other side. The window has stayed as a gray window. The original plan was actually to have it as a green window. I'm trying to find the picture. So you can see on the poster, it actually had a green window. I think that keeping it accurate, pretty close to accurate as possible is the best way. So the green window I could live without. I think the green eye looks good though. Yeah, that's Dragonoid. I think everything besides maybe a few minor things, like the little black insert that goes here on the real truck, maybe put a decal there. And of course, like I said, it's a toy, so it's supposed to be a little less accurate. But as far as the truck goes, I mean, definitely probably one of my top trucks of this year. It's such a nice piece. And yes, they did correct the rims from a chrome red to a solid red, now matching this color. So there's Dragonoid, Bakugan Dragonoid. And next up is Higher Education Inverse Trucks. So this is our first ever Inverse Trucks review. We have waited a while to actually see the first one. I believe this is the first and only truck that has not had a release so far this year. So you can see Inverse Trucks. This is the first one of that series. It's a 3-truck series, but it's pretty cool. So you can see this is the Higher Education Standard truck. So the Inverse idea is that the colors are pretty much just flipped. So everything that was originally black is now yellow, and everything that was yellow on the truck is now black. So you can see the paint has been completely changed to a black bus, and the yellow or the black stripes and lettering and stuff has been changed to a yellow style. And of course, the tires also get switched around. So the original yellow rims have been switched to yellow tires, and black tires have been switched to black rims. And everything else, of course, is the same as far as inverse switching goes. So we're going to unbox this right now, and we'll do a quick comparison to the original. So here it is, the higher education. This stuff always gets all over my studio after I unbox things, so let me get rid of that. But here it is, higher education, the inverse trucks one, the driver, of course, right here, yellow fire suit, and same stuff with the poster. I'm not going to go through it, but it's there too. So you can see there the side panel, comparing them to each other. Like I said before, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just reversed colors. And the Monster logo, same thing, stayed the same. And you can see the stop sign. Actually, they did inverse the stop sign to be a white inner and outer. And the stop sign originally is, of course, red with white lettering, so they did do an inverse of that. It would have been cool to see them go a step further and use the inverse idea, because this is not a fully red piece of plastic. They could have done a black stop sign because the white is inverse, so that would have been pretty cool to see as well. But I don't know, something about the color, I think it's because the original stop sign is actually outlined in white that it throws it off on this one. So maybe a red outline. I think the render showed that as well. So you can see here, the original render had a plan to make it a red outline, which would have looked so much better on the truck than the white stop sign because it kind of transfers over from the original. But anyway, that's just my nitpicking at this. But you can see here the black and yellow switch over. The lights, they did not switch to the lights. It would have been cool to see them do red here, yellow here, but they kept the lights how they are. Same with the grille. Everything's the same there. And there's this side, there's the back. And the chassis kind of just changed to a darker gray, super dark charcoal gray. And there's the tire comparison right there. And now we have the Dragon Overcast truck. We're just gonna go right into it because I realized how much time I'm taking up, so here we go. So the Overcast trucks, for those people who still maybe have not seen my other videos on them, Overcast trucks are basically just black and white decals with one single color as the highlight. So Megalodon had blue as the highlight. They kind of added that in there, and the rest is black and white. Gravedigger, the green is the specialized color, and everything else is black and white. Dragon has yellow on this truck for the Overcast, and also we have Blue Thunder in this mix as well. So Dragon has yellow as the kind of highlighted color. You can see the horns, amazing job with the gradient style from black to light gray. Everything else all black and white with some orange and yellow detailing. The eyeball looks amazing with the yellow as well. And there it is. So quick little review. I mean, there's not much to look at besides the color. Comparing it to the original Dragon, you can see here, there's the difference in the colors. So you can see how the orange tones have been really washed out as well. They try to keep as close to yellow as possible. And the windshield, which was originally planned to be orange, is now gray. I love that they changed that to gray. So there it is right there. The Dragon Overcast. And finally, another one that's really notable from this case, the World Finals 19 Avenger Nomad. So this is the truck that I've been waiting for all year. Besides, of course, from our previous video of the Before the Shelf singles Big Kahuna, this was going to be my truck of the year. There has been a change that made it fall down to second place. This is my current favorite of the year. So we'll look at that right now. Let's go ahead and get into the Team Scream Avenger Nomad body. All right, this is super cool. It might be my truck of the year. I'm not sure. I might have to go with it even though there's something missing. But you can see here, here's our Jim Kohler figure, orange fire suit. Kind of looks like his orange suit from the World Finals ceremony, awards ceremony. Just took place a few weeks ago. So there's the Jim Kohler figure. And here is the Chevy Nomad Avenger. And I am stunned by how well it looks, even out of the box. Even inside the box, it looked amazing. But out of the box, it's something totally different. The first thing that's kept and changed about this truck is the chrome rims. I personally, and I don't say this often, I think it looks really, really good with chrome orange rims. The flashiness about the World Finals, the Vegas style, all of this really helps reflect off the truck. Of course, a rim swap is not that hard to do. So a rim swap with an orange El Toro Loco rim or something like that is not hard to do at all. I love it with the chrome rims though. It looks so nice. And the next thing and the biggest thing is that the hood logo was requested to be removed by Team Scream because it says Sam's Town and something to do with that. So they removed it. The option was to either, I'm assuming, just remove it completely or take out Samstown. I guess they decided to just remove it completely. That's a bummer because the original plan was to actually have that on there. But of course the request came in and they of course followed the request to remove it. So that was a Team Scream decision, and unfortunately it was a decision that was made after we saw the original render, which had the prototype, which had the hood logo. So I'm really bummed out about that. It's probably one of my favorite designs of the hood that Avenger has run so far. So that's really why it hits hard here, but that's okay. It's a bummer, it really is. But the rest of the truck, true to how it was, and I'm very excited that they kept that kind of composure going with it. So you can see here, here's the grille. It does have 3D lines. It's just hard to see because the paint's kind of thick on there, but you can see there's the lines, the cut in grille. They did cut it in. The white headlights, the silver outline around those headlights, the flames, of course, on the top of the fenders. You can see the silver paint. They actually use paint, not ink, for this. So you can see the paint around the entire truck. The windshield, of course, you can see Jim Kohler in there. And here's the side panel, this emerald green paint job. And even down to the minute little details of the rust, they added those in and made them transparent so that they reflect like real rust. So you can see there the reflection of the rust coming off the background. So that's amazing. Even the micro sculpting in the door jamb and all this stuff, all this little creases and stuff, all of that is definitely adding to the truck of the year factor. So you can see that there. And the window, all these little lines that were on the original truck, airbrushed on, all of that's there. And I believe the actual truck, the real one, has a fuel cell sticking out, and they kind of cut into that for the Avenger body. So I think they kind of went with that design here on the tailgate. And of course the back wings are painted in, and right there you can see the stripe going along the side with the Monstrum logo, Cohen and the Lucas Oil, and of course the Avenger logo in the World Finals 19 fashion. I don't know, guys. I think that this might still be truck of the year for me, just because they're so difficult to choose from. I will come back at this. At the end of the year, I'm going to kind of compile everything together, and I'll make my determination then as far as the singles mixes go for the favorite truck. This is so nice. Really, really is. Yeah, but this is super nice too. So I'm gonna think about that. Between these two, I want to know your guys' opinions in the comments. Let me know what you guys think is better: Avenger Nomad World Finals 19 or Big Kahuna with the surfboards. We'll come back to this in the future. But besides that, it does have a silver roll cage, something that was highly requested by the community. Everyone's like, please, please, please do the silver roll cage, and they did it. So you can see it has a pearl kind of silver white roll cage to help it be a little more flashy, and of course the new chassis with these chrome orange rims. Super flashy, super beautiful truck. And next up, I believe, is Stinger Unleashed, another highly requested truck, and finally getting out in this year. Zane actually did a few requests to change some stuff, and they did do it. So let's open it up and check them out. So here's Stinger Unleashed. Of course, it comes with a green figure to match the green tones and that same stuff. We're not gonna go through that again, but here it is, Zane right there. And this truck is sick. It looks really good out of the box. So when it was originally in the box, you couldn't really see because this figure's like right here, so I couldn't see any of the detail, but now I can finally see some of the detail. So fun fact, a little story I was told and I wanted to share with you guys. This truck originally was supposed to have a white background with the decals over that, so you guys can see how they're transparent, kind of shiny looking, and there's no real white tone to them. That's because that was actually a mistake. But the design team presented this truck and the fixed one to the team, and Zane and them decided that they wanted this one used, the mistake one. So you can see here how it has a reflective kind of decal look to it. So they decided to opt with that one, and that's kind of what they went with. So I like it. I think they should definitely come back to it and do the actual one with the white background to make it pop out a little more. But the cool transparent kind of chrome style decals are super cool, and I hope they run that kind of body in the future. So let's zoom in here. You can see it's kind of hard to read because there's no white to kind of help stand out the letters, but you can see here Stinger Unleashed, the Scorpion, the Monstrum logo, really prominent Monstrum logo, because that does have white ink in it. So you can see there, that's the difference between what white ink can do for a truck. The front grille is painted blue. Stinger Unleashed, it's just super hard to read. Stinger Unleashed on the hood. And Wayne's Towing and Recovery, I believe that's what it says, recovery services there. Stinger Unleashed, 717 wraps. I like that they have the sponsors on the top here. Kind of reminds me of the King Crunch earlier this year. Super nice chrome truck. You can see how chrome it is. It's kind of almost close to the Alien Invasion chrome, but not super prominent, but it is pretty close. And yes, it is using the gray roll cage as well. People were like, please do the gray roll cage. They decided to go with both trucks to have the gray roll cage. And yes, black rims have been added on. That was the requests. Those two were the requests that Zane made to the Spin Master team, and Spin Master went ahead and made it those colors. So it is now pretty accurate to how it was when it first ran this body. It is now running a newer body, but this is a beautiful truck right there. And we're coming up on some of the final trucks here. Here's the Overcast Blue Thunder, my personal favorite Overcast of this year, and we're just going to take a quick look at it up close. So here it is with the dark kind of flushed out blue. It's not a prominent blue. That's much different than the one we saw earlier with Gravedigger the Legend, but this is the Overcast figure. And here is the truck itself. So comparing it to a normal Blue Thunder, you can notice how they have muted the colors inside of the logo. So the blue texture inside the logo has been turned to gray. The only color they kept was a kind of turquoise color blue. So the lightning, kind of light off the lightning, you can see here is a blue tone. The taillights also have been shut off in a way. You can see there they're black instead of red, how they originally were. And a big thing that they added on this, and that this will be on all future releases that require it, the headlights have been changed from Escalade style to F-150 inspired headlights. So you can see there the headlights are finally different. Highly requested by the community. They saw those comments and they changed it to be that way. Also, monsterjam.com has been added onto the front grille to add a little more sponsorship. So here it is, Blue Thunder Overcast. Amazing job. I really like it. I love how Overcast works well with Blue Thunder because, of course, thunder, overcast, rain, all that stuff. And you can see here, it is a nice design, in my personal opinion at least. I have seen people say that this is not their favorite, but I think it personally is one of the best. And you can see here the gray rims, gray chassis, black roll cage, and there's the back. So you guys can actually see one of these real life edits by Mike Bavava on his Instagram. He has a real Blue Thunder truck he photoshopped to be just like this, so it looks amazing. Maybe I'll put it on screen. So there's Blue Thunder Overcast, amazing job. And this is the final truck before the chase piece of this case, the Jurassic Attack. So here it is, let's open it up right now, Jurassic Attack Blue. So this is the figure, Don Frankish right here, blue driver suit, and so here it is. Let's take a look at the truck itself. These horns have been sized up. So if you guys have ever seen Jurassic Attack before in person, you guys probably know how big these horns are. And on Mattel, they had them super, super thin, like the El Toro Loco horns. So Spin Master went ahead and made these to proportion. So you can see here, these horns are huge. I like it. I like how they did go ahead and fix that on their version of this truck. And I love the gray chassis, the black roll cage, the white rim choice. Kind of a lavender pink color for the rims. And there's the tailgate, Jurassic Attack, and there's the insert right here, this thing up here. I forget what they call it, but that's there as well. It's also rubber, so it actually bends and doesn't come out. It's actually clipped in there pretty well. So it's not like Mattel's where it comes out. This was actually stuck in there. It's rubber and it's stuck. And also these horns are rubber as well. Not a super soft rubber, but a pretty fair rubber. And there it is. So that's Jurassic Attack. And now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the video. It is chase truck time. So Gravedigger, this is our chase truck for this mix. It is Mix 5's chase piece training truck. Of course, everyone knows what these are by now. The Mix 3 assortment started off the training trucks with El Toro Loco. Then we moved into Megalodon from Mix 4. Of course, this is my favorite one so far, but Mix 5, it is time now for Gravedigger. So let's unbox it and check it out. And this is quite something. So they did decide to keep the chrome green rims, which I do like. I think it fits chase trucks well, and something like this that's flashy, but not everything deserves chrome rims. So I'm glad they're kind of using them sparingly and on good ideas like this. You can see here the Adam Anderson, Morgan Kane, Kristen Anderson, Tyler Menninga, Randy Brown, Charlie Pauken, any people who drive Gravedigger, that's their figure right here. I said Adam Anderson once, and someone in the comments said, well, Adam Anderson's not the only driver, so I correct myself now. So that's the Gravedigger figure driver, a generic name. Likely Adam, but here it is. The Gravedigger chase truck. You can see lime green roll cage, standard Gravedigger roll cage, and you can see the black plastic cab. Of course, the side panels are different, so let's zoom in and take a look. You see the Monstrum logo here, the Gravedigger with the purple stripe, and of course the side panel with the damage right here. You can see the 3D diamond plating on the side, and there's some 3D kind of bumps right here. Also some 3D details that you can't really see, but they're on this side right there. Kind of hard to get them. Those two bumps there. And some flames on the hood with some damage as well. Tiny little Gravedigger flames with purple stripes. And some other damage here, different design for the damage, but you can see there's like a big spot here and then like a little line on this side. And there's the roof with the damage, of course, and the silver top And there's the BKT tires, the chrome rims, and the metal base. Of course, these are all metal base, so they're pretty heavy. And that's Gravedigger Chase Truck. So that will conclude the Mix 5 review. It is a very long video. I apologize for talking so long, but there's so many good things in this mix that I felt that it deserved the time. And of course, these are coming out not super soon, but pretty close. So you guys can start now kind of marking up what you guys want to buy after reviewing this video. Of course, that's the point of these reviews, to get you guys hyped up and kind of aware of what's going to be coming out. So that was the review on Mix 5. Thank you, Spin Master, again for the opportunity to do this video. I love doing these things, and this mix of trucks has been spectacular. So I cannot wait for Mix 6, although I can, because I really don't want to rush through this year. This is probably my favorite mix so far. So let me know what you guys think, though. I want to know what you guys think about these trucks in the comments below. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This is Ryan Monster Jam OCD, signing out.